Hello, my lovely little titans. Welcome to another wonderful hangout. I'm going to see how well this goes. I would appreciate if you could, if there are any technical difficulties you're experiencing, like frozen image or lack of sound or something, that you put it in the chat so I know. I can't tell because on my end everything seems like it's going really well because the live is still on and it doesn't say it's disconnected or anything. So if you guys could let me know if you're experiencing any technical difficulties, I would really appreciate it. Hello, Samuel. How are you? It's good to see you as always. Hi, Era. How are you doing? How's your partner? Not too bad. Had a busy week. But I always have a busy week. Hi, Wolf. Hi, Ash. Good to see you. It has been a while. Hope everybody's doing well. It's good to see so many familiar faces. Hello, Cheyenne. Good to see you as well. Dude, you're fine. It is completely fine. I understand life happens. I mean, everybody who's familiar with me knows I kind of ghosted for a couple of years, so shit just happens. Yeah, I remember who you are, Cheyenne. It's good to see you. That's awesome. Anybody else have anything positive going on in their life? That's fair. I washed it, and this is what it looks like when it's in the midst of drying. It's very frizzy. I saw something floating over my shoulder. I'm not having that again today. Ooh, I love Criminal Minds. Oh, I loved it. I don't watch it anymore. I feel like it's gone on too long. But I did love it for a few seasons. Ooh, nice, Ash. Is it like you designed it and they made it, or did you just buy one of their templates or something? Either way, really cool. 3D printed stuff can be some of the best. Rogue Grey Jedi. Nice. Love it. Love it. No, dude. You guys missed it. Last week my TV was possessed. I was talking about a movie and I had mentioned that it was on Netflix. I had Hulu going in the background. I still have Hulu going in the background. All of a sudden, my TV switches to Netflix. I didn't have the remote with me. There's only one remote. And it was on the other side of my living room. It wasn't me. It wasn't my daughter. Nobody was messing with it. And it switched over to Netflix. It didn't even go to like the main hub, because I have like a Fire Stick, so it goes to a main hub when you want to switch between streaming services. It didn't even go there. It just went straight to Netflix, and I'm like, I think Wolf and a couple others can tell you, I just sat here for 2 minutes watching it, freaking the fuck out, because holy crap, my TV's possessed and it switched over. If it had switched to the movie I was talking about, I was gonna run out of here screaming. Well, I would have grabbed my daughter, then run out of here screaming, but it would have been bad. Like, no, I'm not having that shit today. No, that was enough. That was more than enough. Yeah, exactly, Era. Exactly. Yeah, it was definitely a what the fuck moment. I was just like, no, no, thank you. No, thank you at all. I even called Wolf after because I'm like, dude, did you see? Dude, was it? What the fuck? And then I kept having technical issues after. Like, I legit had technical issues after, so I don't know. Like, I had technical issues with the stream. I had technical issues talking to Wolf. I had just technical issues everywhere. Cheyenne, if you're trying to scare me, it's not gonna work because that does make noise when it moves, so no. But if it starts tooting up, yeah, we're gonna have a bigger fucking issue. And I saw Aaron mention something about going back to drawing. That's awesome. I'm so glad for you. I'm really glad for you. I've actually, I'm taking voice acting. I'm taking a voice acting class, so we're all doing something a little bit more artistic right now. Nice. People get scared by the unexplainable, whether they like the explanation or not. Oh, hello again, Jay. Good to see you. Good to see you. Pretty good. Pretty good. Had a typically chaotic week, but enjoying the couple of hours I get of quiet. And speaking of 90s shows, did you watch X-Men when it came out? No, Mike. I have not gotten the package. Oh, good. Nice, Era. Yeah, me and my friends are planning to move to Canada later. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the face that Mike made. Because we've been dealing with this package thing for like a couple of weeks now. And we're also going to start recording some of the That's nice. I know, Mike, I know. So I was, I don't know, like 10 or so when the movies came out. I thought the movies were pretty good because I had no idea what X-Men was. I just knew they were superhero movies about people with really cool powers. So I watched them, and I'd already been familiar with Spider-Man, so I thought they were I didn't know what Marvel was. I didn't know they were actually related to each other. But I did watch X-Men with the expectation that it was kind of like Spider-Man. I was not disappointed. Work. Let me know if it fixed it or not. Also, I appreciate everybody telling me. Awesome. I appreciate everybody telling me that it happened. I was able to fix it. So we will see if this works. I switched it over to doing from Wi-Fi to data. So we'll see if that works. But anyway, binged the fuck out of X-Men 97. Cried like a baby for 3 episodes. Squealed fucking loud when I saw the Peter Parker cameos. Like, I squealed so loud when I saw Spider-Man do a backflip, and then when I saw Peter and Mary Jane, oh my god, I was so happy. It made my fangirl heart so happy. Do I like Sonic at all? I do like Sonic. I live in the sticks. We are on fiber optic cable. It just sucks. Every time it gets good, it freezes. Yeah, maybe I should stop being good. Maybe I should just like sit here quietly. It'll actually like go through. Y'all can chat and I'll just sit here quietly and observe. No, I'm gonna call Sam and Dean. He'll probably have better success. It doesn't usually. It's just my phone. It's not all technology that messes up around me. It's just my phone. Exactly. I'm gonna call Sam and Dean, and I'm gonna have fun with that. Thank you, Ash. Yes, I do know Sam and Dean. I would absolutely love to meet Jensen Ackles. Dude, I did know that. I am aware of that. If you're talking about the actor, I wasn't aware. I'm aware the character died in the show, but I'm not aware that the actor, Mark Sheppard, died. If Mark Sheppard died, we're about to have a whole bunch of fangirls desperately making deals with the Crossroad Devils. Somebody fact check this. I need to know if Mark Sheppard's dead. How are you going to call the Winchesters? I don't know. They always seem to show up when you need them. I need multiple sources. People look this up right now. Did Mark Sheppard die? Because that is terrible. And I should have met him while I had the chance. Hello. I mean, Supernatural's been over for like 5-6 years, and they all openly talk about how they hated their ending for the character, so I'm sorry if you feel that's spoilery, but it does happen. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Mark Sheppard survived 6 heart attacks and a complete block. Holy shit. Like, damn. Somebody wanted him, like, it's like a fight for his soul. They wanted him, but then he came back. Oh! I don't know how far everybody's gotten with Supernatural, but if you know the actors, or you're familiar with the characters of Garth and Benny, they're actors, the actors who play them got married in real life. Nothing can kill the King of Hell, exactly. But the guys who play Benny and Garth got married. It's so sweet. Supernatural's responsible for like several marriages. I don't think Jay is a troll. No way, what? Well, let's see. The Supernatural got Jared and Jen married, and now Benny and Garth. I don't know their actor's name, but they're married. Because of his work on the show, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who played John Winchester, because he, met Jensen and Daniil, they set him up with his current wife. So, inadvertently. So that's 3 marriages right there. I don't know about any others. Those are just the 3 most famous. Hey, I didn't know George Foreman died until yesterday, and I learned that through a King of the Hill subreddit post. So, you don't always know these things, and where you find them out are random enough that you have to go fact check it. 6 heart attacks is insane, honestly. The fact his heart is even still functioning correctly is impressive. They made a deal with somebody somewhere. Mikey, smartass. Will it be you, Era? Yeah, right, Jay? The real miracle is surviving 6 fucking heart attacks. Like, oh my god. Ruth and Gabriel? Oh, I don't know that. He's a strong little humpy. And I bet he'd punch you in the face for it too, Jay. Oh, that's sweet, Ash. Oh yeah, a lot of women love true crime. It's honestly like just a thing now. Somebody must have made a deal to get Supernatural to extend to 15 years. I mean, it's 10 exact years after season 5. Somebody made a deal for 10. Like, who did anybody recently, like, around the time that the ending aired died or something? Like, anybody on the show, not necessarily actors, but like staff or anybody associated with it? That's awesome, Era. Oh, and just because we're on the topic of Supernatural, if you guys are interested, no, I'm not doing anything with it, but Jensen Ackles is in the show The Boys. He is doing a reunion show with Jared and Misha for the last season. He got both of them roles on season 5 of The Boys. And apparently it's big enough, like, nobody's talking about like who their parts are, but it's basically a reunion show. He's filmed with them, they interact, like their characters interact, like it is a reunion. My love for true crime started with fucking Criminal Minded, just evolved from there. But yeah, if you guys are interested in wanting a Supernatural, like, esque adjacent reunion, there you go. The Boys, season 5, the last season. Because also the main writer for The Boys was the main writer on Supernatural. Oh, and I also say that because the guy who played Bobby is also in The Boys. He plays the president, I think. Dean. I like Dean. I should have gotten you Jared's autograph, Wolf. He was in Portland when I was there. I should have, and I didn't think about it, and I'm so sorry. It was all of them except for Jensen and Misha. I'm sorry. I should have. I shelled out for Has Been Hotel merch, and I didn't shell out for Supernatural. I'm sorry. That's awesome, Cheyenne. I actually know that they have a school for lightsaber techniques because when I went to Comic-Con a few years ago, they were advertising it. I almost signed up for it, but it was like 2 hours from where I lived, and I'm like, I can't commit to that, but I love the idea of it. That's awesome, Cheyenne. Yes, Wolf, I know I'm a terrible friend. I'm sorry. Maybe if they show up next year. God, if they show up next year and Jensen's there, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. No, I'm Scorpio. Like my youngest sibling, we both have fandom-based birthdays, actually. It's pretty cool. Oh, yeah. I forgot she started doing that on TikTok and shit. Yeah. Fingers fucking crossed, dude. Fingers fucking crossed. Scorpio, you're the cool Scorpio. Well, thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. I actually haven't met a lot of Scorpios, now that I think about it. I have a lot of Pisces in my family, like a fuck ton of Pisces. I know, Wolf. Oh my god, if they are, we're going. We're gonna stand in line for however fucking long it is, and we are just gonna go. We're probably spend way too much fucking money, but we're gonna do it. Well, I'm glad you like hanging out here, Ash. That's the whole goal, is to just make this a comfortable place for everybody to be. Ooh, that's awesome, Cheyenne. You bastard. Mike, you had one job. One job. God damn it. And now his autograph goes for $800. Dude, we're probably gonna have to fight people to get in line. Like, we will force. This is gonna sound terrible, and I don't mean it in a bad way. We're gonna use my child to push forward in the line. Like, we're gonna be like, it's gonna be like the Titanic, where we're screaming, "We have a child! We have a child! Let us through! Women and children first! We have a child!" That will be us if we have to. Need to see the new Beetlejuice movie. I haven't seen it either. I'm like, I hate the quality of sequels nowadays. Like, I know that's stupid because I like a lot of Star Wars, but I don't know. I'm just like, can we not rehash the same shit? Can we just do like better shit? Like, what? Like, some original stuff would be nice. We so would. We absolutely fucking would. We absolutely would, Wolf. We would. And the funny part is, I think people would let us. Do I like Beetlejuice? I do. I do love Beetlejuice. I love the first movie. I really enjoyed it. My family hates it. I love it. I will sit and watch it on Halloween. It was decent for a sequel. Well, that's good. I don't know. I never felt like Beetlejuice needed a sequel. A lot of these movies are giving sequels. I never felt like they need one. Like, for Disney, for example, they're giving Coco a sequel in like 2 to 3 years. Why? That was a complete story. You can't go off a complete story. There was no other lore, unless you wanted to go before, but there was nothing there. There will never be nothing better than the 90s. I mean, you're not wrong. It just seemed like there was so much more innovation then. Like, in the 90s and early 2000s, everything was so new and fresh and it was great. And then you got past it to, like, past 2008, it just kind of went to shit. Yes, I do. Did you want another one for your birthday? Back to the Future was fun. I mean, a lot of good movies came out from the late 80s to the early 2000s. We had a lot of great movies. I mean, Iron Man came out in the early 2000s. That just feels so beautiful. The Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire came out in the early 2000s. That hurts too. A lot of good Disney came out in the 80s to the 90s and even into the early 2000s. Like, a lot of shit really came out that was good between the late 80s and the early 2000s. And now it's just like, nothing has me eager to go see it. Besides the Batman with Robert Pattinson, the only other movie I've seen in theaters was Wicked. Yeah, I could absolutely do that, Era. Just, you still have my Discord, right? If not, try to get in contact with me. I can't remember if you still have my Discord or not, but just shoot me a message on Discord about what you want, okay? I want to make sure it's exactly what you want. Awesome. Just let me know, okay? He's 17, let's get. I don't know. Like I said, the only movie I've actually gone to see since the Robert Pattinson Batman movie was Wicked. And that was awesome. I've never seen the Broadway musical. I knew it existed. So I went and saw that. And then, well, I went and saw the movie because I knew about the musical. I knew about the book, but I had never finished the book because the book was kind of like, holy shit. Don't read the book expecting the Broadway show. They made the Broadway show so much nicer as far as like storytelling. Like the guy who wrote the book about Wicked, like he did a good job, but it's like dystopian type of reading. So don't go into it expecting a flawless, wonderful story. It's fucking dystopian as hell, okay? I'm gonna go see FNAF. They didn't cancel it. I'm gonna go see FNAF in December after Wicked comes out in November. So I've got 2 movies this year I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna go see Wicked with my daughter. I'm hoping to buy her tickets for it before they sell out. And I want to go see FNAF 2 just because I really liked FNAF 1. I watched it on a movie theater. Or not a movie theater, on an airplane. I wish I'd seen it in theaters, but I didn't. I want to go see the sequel in the movie theater though. They had to try to take this giant, massive thing that even Matt Pat can't combobulate into a cohesive story and make it a cohesive story. I think for the material they had, they did a great job. Like, it was really good. The sequel, I think, is going to take it up higher. Like, they had to build a foundation, and now the sequel is going to build on top of that. So, I think it's going to be really good. Where did Jay go? Jay disappeared. Oh no, we lost Jay. I was making a point. I don't remember my point. I don't think that was lag. I think that was just me spacing out for a second. Again, Ash, we don't know what story they're trying to tell. Vanessa could be Elizabeth for all we know, and she changed her name to disassociate herself from William. Right. I was going to talk about a theory thing, but it was not that theory. Oh, fuck me. What was the theory I was going to talk about? I don't remember now. I wish I could remember. Nope. We are not doing that today. Nope, not again. It did it again. Nope. I read that and it literally happened. Yeah. I understand, Ash. There's only so much they can do. Right, Era? I'd love to. Did anybody else see anything weird, or was it just Cheyenne? I've got Sage. I already got Sage. That's fair, Ash. I was just wondering if anybody else saw anything. I'm gonna look something up. Fair. I'm sorry. I'm on my computer looking something up. Oh, it's not, okay. Okay, so apparently this is a common issue. It's not a haunted thing. I even looked it up, like, yeah, people are having the same issue. So it's not a ghost thing, it's a freaking connectivity issue, because of course it fucking is. That's a very bored ghost if that's all it wants to do is make me watch Netflix. It can get its own subscription. Thank you very much. If I have to pay for my subscription, it can pay for its subscription. I'm not letting a freeloader do it. Dude, that's messed up. It's very inconsiderate, too. Oh, that's my clock. Thank you, Mike. It's my clock. I have a clock that plays music when it's the hour. I still have it set to Christmas because my daughter likes it. I'd mess with shows so I can mess with it. Watch what I want. Yeah, that sounds about right for millennial ghosts. We're not interested in the haunting thing. We just want to, like, catch up on what we missed now that we finally have time. My daughter likes it. I'm going to keep it. Going to mess with so many people. Yeah. I'd probably just do what I didn't get a chance to do in life and just go travel places I didn't get a chance to go to. So that would be what I'd do if I was able to haunt the earth, is just go to the places I didn't get to before. Should be pretty easy. I don't have to worry about travel arrangements or passports or any of that shit. Okay. That gives the same energy as this As this post I saw where somebody said if they were an animal that was being observed by humans for a research project, they would do one thing out of the blue, totally abnormal behavior for the animal, and then never do it again and watch the researchers go crazy. And I'm like, that's the way to do it. Be such a dick as a ghost. Yeah. I feel like that's the energy everybody goes into it with. Like, we just want to have an excuse to mess with people and no consequences for it. Like, what are they gonna fucking do? Exactly. See, that's what we're here for. That's the haunting we're gonna do. We're not gonna like haunt houses and shit and mess with the people that live there. No. I either just heard a firework or a gunshot. I'm really hoping it's a firework. That was fucking loud. Anyway, we're not gonna do haunted houses shit. We're going to actually go out and do the shit that we didn't have the money for in life. That is what we're going to do as ghosts. We're just gonna go out and do the fun things and have an afterlife life. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, you got too many ideas from that video I sent you. I would do that in life if I were somebody with a bed like that. Still not convinced it's fireworks yet. I heard another one. Oh, if you were an animal, you'd be a carnivore that never eats fruit, and then you have it be seen eating fruit, and then it would never do it again. Yeah. Legit, that would be awesome, Ash. That would be a great way to fuck with researchers. Exactly, Shine. Like, they've even made it where they took away their mister stations. They took away a lot of the benches for people to sit down. They made the lines bigger. Like, it's just not that much fun to go to Disney anymore. I told my daughter I'd take her to Disney, but I'm like, maybe for a day? But the rest of the time, I'd take her to fucking Universal. Like, I would just take my daughter to Universal Studios and call life good. Because there's way more to do there that I would enjoy. And I'd take her to Disney for a day, and she can go be a princess for a day. And then we can go have a fuck ton more fun over at Universal. And she can go to the Minions and stuff. We'll do that. You have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, sure, Wolf. Yeah, but she doesn't like Star Wars. She's 5. She's into princesses. Yes, Mike. They've got Mario Land, and she likes Mario. So we do that. It is what it is. You would think where I live there would be none, but there are. Did it freeze again? The time didn't freeze, but did everybody else freeze? If I was to haunt someone I know who I'd mess with. Oh God, I love you, Wolf. I would haunt my cousin because I hold a grudge. Nice. Very nice, Diane. We love the pettiness. I want to go to Universal so bad. I've been Disney once. I'm supposed to go. I'll ride my stepdad. Was it Space Mountain? Did they make you go on Space Mountain? That's the only one I know that has the dark. Well, that and Tower of Terror. Was it one of those? I'd understand if it was one of those. Really would. I did not go on those. I did do the Haunted Mansion ride. That ride was lit. I love that ride. It's gotten better too. Could not get my daughter on it at all. wouldn't try to make her either, but it's awesome. It's one of my favorites. I've gone to Disney, twice? Yeah, twice. I've gone to Disney twice. So they would hate me if I mess with their camera. Funny Wolf. Borrowed my favorite book when I was young, never gave it back. Damn. Oh. The Stitch one was a show. It didn't have anything except like Stitch bouncing. I do this bouncing on your seat. Like, it wasn't that bad. My sister freaked out because she thought the room was going to spin because it was a circular room. I'm like, oh, this is bad. We brought the person with vertigo. Who has severe vertigo. On a ride that goes to the circle that spins. I will say, one of my favorite rides was Soarin'. It's where you're like in a giant hang glider and you're put up in front of a screen and it's like you're actually like in the scenario. It was really awesome. I love that ride. Disney is so overrated. I feel that. Again, I would just take her for the princess thing. I would just take her to the Magic Kingdom and call life good. Legoland is amazing for kids. Yeah, I believe it. Probably hell a lot. Well, probably just as expensive, honestly. So glad you know Wolf. You never go to Disneyland in my life. I was fortunate enough to get to go a couple of times, yes. Hello, Kaden. Nice. Well, welcome. Glad you could make it. Never gone to Disney World. The dumb transition thing. I'm sorry. Imagine I perished before the Supernatural reunion or something. That would be awesome, Cheyenne. Awesome. I've never gone too far and too expensive. Expensive. Fair enough. You can always go to the one in Tokyo. That's closer to you. I was also 5 and I was screaming, crying. That scared me. It was fake. Oh, that's fair. That's fair, Ash. No, my sister. I was bullshit. I was like 13 at the time we went. 12 or 13 when we went to Disney World the first time. My sister was like 11. 10 or 11, something like that. And yeah, she freaked the fuck out. I don't blame her on that one. Oh, thank you, Kaden. That's very sweet of you. Sure, but I'd want to go with someone. Fair enough. But, and then the second time we went, I was 16, and we went to Universal and Disney World. And I have to say, Universal rocks. Way better. And now I'm like, I would love to go to Florida. First off, it's like $10,000. So, no. Still have a little light in my room. That's fine. That's totally fine. That's awesome, Kaden. Congratulations. Yeah, I'd go to Universal again, and I would do one day in Disney, and that would be it. Oh, did you guys see that Disneyland or Disney World caught on fire? It was at Epcot, and it was behind the French Pavilion that one of their walk-ins malfunctioned and started a fire. It was a pretty big fire. Yeah, Disney World Epcot is on fire, or it was. I don't know if they put it out. But a walk-in freezer, cooler, whatever you want to call it, malfunction, started a fire. Then you would be doing what everybody else is doing, Cheyenne. Everybody rags on Disney for everything now. But they, give us a lot of material to work with. It's just me, but when My Hero Academia comes out, we would watch like 2 seasons and then stop because it started getting weird. Yeah, I feel that, Kaden. I really do feel that. I don't know what it is about longer shows, but, we demand... Fire in Disney World, sorry. Disney World in Orlando caught on fire. But with longer shows, it's like we demand more content, but then we get the content and we're like, I'm not so sure about this content now. Way too fucking expensive. Like, nobody can go there anymore. The people that go there probably have like 3 mortgages on their house and spend their money literally on nothing else but trips to Disney World. And I'm not about that life. I don't mind taking my daughter once when she's young enough to enjoy it and then never going back to Disney World again. I would rather spend the money on other things. I'd go to Universal if I could. I've never been, and I'd go to Japan one. What's the other really good one? Universal, I thought only had like 2 theme parks. One in Orlando and the one in Japan. I don't know, maybe they have Universal Paris or something. I know they have Disneyland Paris. Nice, Cheyenne. Damn, Kaden, I'm sorry to hear that. But that's awesome. You had a DIY Springtrap head. That's freaking cool. And yeah, I love FNAF. Again, I haven't played the game. My siblings played it and I watched. Got the crap scared out of me because it was, whew, it had its moments. But I love, I know it sounds cliche, I love the lore. I just love how cool it was. And then it got weird. And it's just like what you were saying with My Hero Academia. We like the first couple of seasons and then she gets weird. With lore, we like the first couple of things that come out about it and then shit gets weird. Like, just tell the story you were going to tell. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Don't try to outthink the people who predicted whatever happened. Let it be true. Let us feel like we got the win. Like, it makes us happy that if we were able to be right about it. Don't just ruin it with Fazgoo and other random ass shit like that. Once they started working in the like supernatural elements of it, like it was already supernatural enough with ghost possessing animatronics, but that's a straightforward thing. That is a very straightforward like story. You can work with that. But then they had to get into the angst and pulling shit out of the animatronic metal because it was possessed by a certain type of spirit, and they can use the Fazgoo for other things, and the ultimate purpose is so William can extend his life. It's like, no. Let's just not do that. Jay, what did you miss? We were talking about how crappy it is that none of us can go to Disney World, that we would all prefer to go to Universal, that we're all broke, and now we're back onto fandom stuff. That's all right, Cheyenne. Have a good night. It was a lot of fun talking with you. I hope you have a good night. Oh, and Jay, oh right, my TV got possessed again. Then I looked it up, and actually, it's a glitch with Fire Stick, so it's not that. It's creepy that it happens at night, but again, my Wi-Fi fluctuates a lot at night. Hence why I have so many connectivity issues here. So it makes sense. Nobody's rich enough to take a fucking vacation anymore. Oh, Jay, I was going to tell you, I don't know if you were here when I told everybody, but since you are a fan of Supernatural, I don't know if you're a fan of the show The Boys, but Jensen Ackles in it. And he's bringing Jared Padalecki and Misha Collins onto it for the final season. It's a semi-reunion season for them. So if you're interested, there's that. I literally would probably only watch the show for anything with Jensen Ackles. I don't give a flying fuck about the rest of the story. I'm sure the rest of the story is great, but it doesn't have Jensen Ackles in it. The Boys, I am going to have to check it out. Yes. I'm like, I'd love to, but just I've seen clips of it, and like, I don't know if I'll get through it. I really don't know if I'll be able to get through it. It looks amazing. Apparently the story, like, they've improved on the original idea of it, and I don't know. I'm probably gonna watch the clips with Jared and Jensen and Misha, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it with the whole show. I don't know. I don't like to commit to a lot of long-term shows. Because, like, Kaden mentioned, like, we get through it and then shit gets weird. I was gonna say I'm gonna have a mall tomorrow. I don't know. Any other things that are cool I could wear? I mean, I wear mine all the time. It's literally falling apart. See, there's a hole in my hoodie. I don't have $50 to fix the hoodie, so I just do it myself. I have another jacket over there that the hood came off. I couldn't fix it, so I took it for $15 and had them put the hood back on at a alteration plate. They did a great job. You think another person recommended that show, so you know you're gonna have to check out. Fair. It seems like a solid show. Just keep in mind, Jensen Ackles comes in around season 3-ish. He is not Dean. He's like Demon Dean, if Demon Dean had a better personality. Is that Crying Child and Elizabeth were killed on the same day? That's fair. I have the jacket, but it's the brown one that looks like a crop top. Oh, yes, that thing. Oh, yes. I have something like that, but mine's from World War I. It's my dad's jacket. I found it in the closet and I begged him for it and he said I could have it. Out of respect for the piece, I don't put any I didn't put any Wings of Freedom on it. Because it's a beautiful jacket, I didn't want to ruin it. But it legit looks like what theirs would if they made it real. I think it was my favorite find when I started doing cosplay. That was my absolute favorite thing I found. I live in the sticks in Oregon. I used to live close to Denver though. Yeah, so I say in the sticks. I live in Central Oregon and there's like nothing. It is a desert and it's just kind of in the middle of nowhere. I live near like forests and trees and shit, but it really disrupts Wi-Fi signal. Like it really does. Like we don't even have proper typical Wi-Fi. It's fiber optic cables that feed through the ground to my parents' house and then that feeds into their router and then we have Wi-Fi. It's like, and they had to get that installed. They were the first people here to have that installed. That's how backwards where I am is. That. Ugh. Are you asking me or Caden if they've seen Skinwalkers? Ash, biggest reason William knew what he made. No Skinwalkers. Plenty of elk and deer though. But I don't go outside in the middle of the night. Friend of mine was telling me today that her son summoned a skinwalker once. They were walking out in the middle of the desert in New Mexico and their son had just watched the show Skinwalker Ranch and whistled and then something whistled back or whatever. Like they were in the middle of the desert and there was nobody around and she picked up her kids and just ran. Oh, you live in Moriarty, New Mexico. Nice. Okay. But yeah. Nothing real creepy, but I don't go out at night and I don't look for the creepy shit. Kaden, you sound like freaking Eddie. With the tortilla blanket and everything. That just... When you say creepy stuff in the middle of nowhere, that just made me think of Courage the Cowardly Dog. And I'm sure that was intended, but kudos. Yes, Eddie VR is awesome. I loved his react to scary shit videos. It was just hilarious. Especially whenever it was a skinwalker and he'd make fun and go, "It's a skinwalker, bro." Or he's possessed. I love it. What the fuck? Oh hell no, no skinwalker. Yeah, we don't want those. Saw what time? Wolf. It was not funny. It's not funny to do that. Good old Courage. I like the theory about Courage where whatever he sees, like the monsters and stuff aren't actually monsters. They're just people that come by the house. But since he's such, like, he's a dog, so everything's different in his perception. That's why he sees them as weird creatures. It's not because they are, it's just because he's a dog. He doesn't know who they are. They're just random people that came to the house. Fuck off, Wolf. Fuck off. I'm not doing this today. I'm not doing this today. That would make sense, Ash. You made the Skodoko. Oh. Yeah, I remember that one. Wolf, I believe you. That's why I'm telling you to stop. Because I don't. Like, yes and no. I do and I don't. I believe this in this stuff. I just don't want it near me. I know Wolf is telling the truth. That's why I don't like it. Because Wolf doesn't like me. Are you talking about that famously dubbed anime? I'm not enjoying this. I hate it when groupie shit starts happening. Like, I know it's part of everything in the world, but I don't enjoy it. Funny, Cheyenne. Oh, I believe you. I believe they're scary. Oh, them. Okay. Era. Okay. Of course there's lag.
Given that strong work ethic, John decided to pursue a career in the medical field. After obtaining a degree in optometry, John moved to Florida with his first wife, where he opened his own practice. His office was in Melbourne, Florida. His focus was to make sure he could he would do anything he could to help.
Oh, God. That's funny, Kaden. That's terrible, Kaden. All right, my lovely little Titans, it is that time. Thank you so much for joining me. I really enjoyed our conversation today, even the haunted shit. I hope you guys had a great time. I hope you guys have a great night, a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody. No, it's not.